Hello and welcome back. My name is Matt Ladder, and today we're going to continue the Pillars of Eternity Let's Play. In the last recording session, we've managed to see our entire campaign slaughtered down to nearly the last man. The last two survivors together with us escaped, but they too were soon dead, sadly enough. So we've managed to go alone down here to Gilded Vale, and now let's see what this location has to offer. Let's go down this road. Lots of dead people.
You must be one of the new settlers. Welcome to Gilded Vale. You'll be pleased to know that we've had some recent vacancies here.
After saying that, he glances at the gnarled, leafless monstrosity of a tree next to him. So... Yeah, are you mad? No wonder this place looks half empty. The only answer you hear is the buzzing of flies from the tree.
Of course, we'll need to make some inquiries first. The inestimable Lord Radric VII has taken great pains to insulate our town from Widewind's legacy. Have you ever sired a Hollowborn child?
What are you talking about?
An infant born without a soul, of course. Lord Radric has made it his first priority to eliminate this scourge from our village. I should warn you, stranger. Here in Gilded Vale, we have a special place for dissidents, charlatans, and those who would hide a curse in our midst. His lordship's wife is with child and due any day now. Without his approval, I shan't be able to find you a permanent settlement. It will have to wait until after the birth. We can continue our interview then, after the bell tolls from Radric's hold to signal my lord's new heir. In the meantime, you can find temporary accommodations at the inn just southwest of here.
Okay, so maybe we shouldn't tell this guy about the strange things we've seen recently. He seems on edge enough as he is. So let's ask about Hollowborn and Widewind's legacy. He blinks. I forget that you foreigners do not have this curse in your homeland. The Hollowborn have become a scourge upon the dear wood for almost 15 years now. He lowers his voice to whisper, children without souls. He shakes his head. Pitiful, dumb things that breathe, barely, but do not truly live. Some say the Hollowborn are a disease. Some say they are a punishment from the gods. He raises his empty hands. In truth, no one knows, but they began spreading after the Saints' War, and so the name Widewind's legacy stuck in honor of that foul, blasphemous pretender. His voice shakes with vitriol. I see. Lord Radric's decrees may seem strict at times, but he has our best interests at heart. If you have any other questions, don't hesitate to ask. It's important that everyone in Gilded Vale understands our rules. Yeah, okay, let's just tell him about the ceremony. No need to tell him about feeling strange. He may think we are cursed. He regards you carefully. You'll want to mind where you mention that. Trespassing on Engwithan ruins is illegal, not to mention dangerous. You probably saw someone attempting some new ritual to appease the gods. People will try anything these days. Bareth have mercy, we certainly have. Maybe so. Like I said, it's best to stay away from those sorts of places. Oh, so apparently we have to tell him that we were close to Baywick. Let's ask him if he knows someone who could help.
Whatever your problem, it sounds like a matter for an animancer. However, the only animancer in Gilded Vale isn't in any condition to speak. Consider yourself fortunate. After she failed Lord Radric, we saw to it that she wouldn't profit from the misplaced trust of others. A bad cure is often worse than none at all. But if you're set on finding a bottle of troll piss or a dead Audra pebble to rub on your forehead, you're welcome to check her pockets. A little corpse stink is nothing when you're digging for shit. My advice, however, is to be satisfied that you escaped and leave it at that.
Goodbye.
Keep out of...
Listen! 2 tolls. Let that be the last.
3. Gods have mercy.
Something
It
bad just
seems your
happened.
arrival is ill-timed. 3 bells toll only for the death of a Radric. I fear Lord Radric's heir is lost, or else Hollowborn, and so lost all the same. You should tread carefully. Circumstances have changed a great deal.
Okay, so what happened? He shrugs one bony shoulder. I will know more details when the messengers arrive. The vagaries of childbirth, perhaps, but that is not your concern. So what do you mean, General? You come to us in a time of mourning. The legacy has struck at the heart of Gilded Vale. Our efforts to redeem ourselves in the eyes of Barroth must be redoubled. Sets a steady gaze on you. Yeah, does that affect the Lord's offer to new settlers? I can be sure of nothing right now. I advise you get some rest, the inn, or a stable for all I care. Find me afterwards. I will know more soon enough. So, happy little town. So yeah, let's first go to the tavern perhaps. Let's check on the quest log also. Visions and whispers. Seek help for your condition still. Oh. Alright, we also freed the cook from the inn, so there may be something fun there as well. Just random us. Angry townspeople. You see 4 people gathered by the door to the inn. Their raised voices and chopping gestures suggest an argument reaching its climax. The first figure raises his hand for call. His face is partially obscured by a hood, but his height and stature suggests an elf.
I meant no offense. Let's put this matter to rest over a round, shall we? My treat.
Hoping to soothe our pride with a few Adira coppers, eh? We don't need your coin.
So what's going on here? One of the other men points at the hooded elf. His eyes are red from drink, but his gaze is focused. Mocking us even while he shelters in our village just goes to show what these fancy Adarian manners are worth. We don't take that kind of treatment, not from foreigners and especially not from Adarians.
Go on. Say it again. I'm itching for an excuse.
Fie, you're itching for the kindling touch of your sister, you cocksfeather!
That's a fun elf.
I'll cut that barrel-licking tongue out of your head.
This is a misunderstanding. I didn't say whatever it is you think I said. We've nigh quarrel.
Right.
That's where you're wrong.
Okay, so... what shall we say? Let's be diplomatic here. This is unnecessary. Wouldn't you rather be inside drinking than out here arguing? We don't want your charity either, foreigner. They squint at you through red, bleary eyes. It sounds suspiciously like you're defending him. Expected as much. So let's beat the snot out of them. Well, that was easy. As the last of the attackers falls, the elf turns to you. The tension almost gone from his smooth face.
Not quite how I hoped to get to know the neighbors. Thank you for your timely assistance with that awkward situation.
Well, I'm glad I could help.
Courtesy is a rare pleasure in these parts, though your accent suggests that you are no more local than I.
He straightens his hood, and you note the remains of fraying embroidery on his gloves. His boots are caked with the dirt of many months' travel, but the leather work beneath it is sturdy and fine.
Well, I suppose introductions are in order after that little fiasco. Aloth Corvisor, at your service.
So, tell me about yourself.
Well, I'm a wizard by training, and an adventurer by necessity. I was born in the Seathwood, part of the mainland of the Adir Empire, and both of my parents served the nobility, which afforded me an education for which I'm grateful. However, there were no open positions in those houses, and so I decided to seek new means in a new land. And how exactly did you come to be here?
Yeah, I was traveling with the Charon, but we separated near some ruins. They dead, me alive.
In Gwithan ruins? Well, those can be dangerous places during the best of times, which these are not. In half the locals would arrest you for trespassing and the rest would kill you outright. I'm curious, what exactly did you find there?
Yeah, let's leave the hooded figures bit out. Let's talk about the beerwick first.
And you survived? I've heard such a thing was impossible. But it seems you either have a knack for timing or the favor of the gods.
Well, good man, just how did you manage to cross these three drunks?
I'm afraid that was a matter of misunderstandings and mistranslations. It doesn't help that people in these parts remember their war with Adir like it was yesterday.
Yeah, you did make a rather lewd suggestion. Let's try that one. Ah, that. Clears his throat and adjusts his sleeves. As I tried to tell them, they misheard me. Happens all too easily at a few pints, and the accent doesn't help. I heard the same thing, dude. For just a moment he looks as if he's about to say something else. His expression brightens with mischief, but before he can speak he forces a tight smile, biting his lips so hard you expect to see blood. Finally, his face relaxes and he shakes his head. I should speak more clearly next time. My apologies. So yeah, what are you doing here?
An excellent question. I came looking for fresh air and cheap land. Instead, the magistrate gave me directions to the inn and a story about the local lord's expectant wife. But I take it that's a familiar tale.
It is indeed. Yeah, maybe he knows someone who's an expert on souls, so yeah. I've been experiencing strange things of late. I'm looking for an expert on souls.
Indeed. The local lord has searched far and wide for similar specialists, and he has rid himself of them almost as desperately.
He nods at the gnarled old tree in the center of town. His starting glance takes in the tumble-down buildings and the fallow, rock-strewn fields. I expect that such expertise would be best sought elsewhere. Yeah, probably true. So you don't exactly look like a settler, dude?
Begging your pardon, but neither do you. Yet, circumstances can find a person in the strangest of places.
Yeah, okay, good. We've got through all dialogue options, let's leave.
As should I, given recent events. It's just as well. I've had enough of the watered wine and lumpy beds at the inn. They say even the owner tired of the place. Just up and left one day. It explains quite a lot about the upkeep. Perhaps I could join you. I could use a change of scenery, and I find it's better to travel in numbers.
Well, so do I. Let's go then.
Excellent. I shall follow you.
Nice, we've got our first companion apparently. So, lots of stuff to gather up again. Let's look at our new friend over here. Aloth, a second level wizard, a wood elf from Adirn. Stat-wise, we focus on intelligence and dexterity. Some spells, we'll get into that a little bit later. Equipment-wise, how's it looking? He's got a special leather armor. Property overseen. Does it tell me what it does? Apparently not. Overseen. Take it though. Oh well, we'll see about that later as well. He has a scepter, probably a magical weapon of some sort. And also a rapier. Very nice. Do we have anything to give you? Yeah, let's give him a... Oh, he already had a cloak. Didn't really see it. Well, but it isn't an... Let's give him that one. Looks better. And while we're at it, does the helmet give me some... no. Let's leave it off. I like to see the character's head.
I shall.
Okay, so after telling that we'll travel together, we go back into the inn. Let's see what's up here. The floorboards are sticky with spills that no one has bothered to clean. And here we have some kinds of brown slop is congealing in these dishes. It smells burnt. Can burn slop?
Greetings.
Hello and welcome to the Innkeeper looks up. Oh, it's you! Tenfrith told us of what you did for him. It's such a relief to have him back. I can't thank you enough. So I've done something positive. That's probably, yes, that's a cook. Consider yourself a favorite of the house. Discounts on drinks, rooms. Tenfrith said he wanted to whip up something nice for you. He's already back to work in the kitchen. He laughs. So what would you like? I could use some reliable help, yeah. Okay, oh, well, I wouldn't say I can speak from experience, but we do have certain sorts coming by looking for work from time to time. If you want to hire someone on, I'd be happy to send them your way. So we've gained some experience, apparently. Alright, I remember now, that's where we can basically create new adventurers with which to travel. Okay, this is probably the place to sell. So let's sell a shit ton of stuff. We'll keep the lockpicks for now. Ooh, nice, I can sell directly from the stash, so that's good. The rod we'll keep probably. Same with a medium shield and perhaps a mace. I'd like to keep some weapons handy. But most of that stuff here can be sold. Another cape we'll leave. These things we'll probably keep a while yet. Torches, lockpicks, a giant miniature space piglet, more torches, and wolf hides. Let's sell those as well. So that's 750 copper we get here. I guess it's copper at least. So yeah, nice. We finally managed to get rid of all the stuff we didn't need. So now the chances are actually a bit better to maybe hire someone for the party. Let's hire a level 1 adventurer. Yeah, well, let's go ahead and try. So basically we're back at character generation. I'm fine with that. Let's hire... Yeah, kind of like the look of humans in this game. Meadowfolk. And we have a wizard now and me as a paladin. What else could we use? Perhaps a priest. Maybe they are healers in the game? I think they might be, so let's just go ahead and try. Should find someone who's lining up with our favorite dispositions. And that would probably be Eothas. The god of light, redemption and rebirth. Outlaws in most cities. Ugh, okay. Well, that reminds me, we're actually getting a priest in the city, if I remember correctly. So, something. Could use a ranged character, perhaps. As I said earlier, I'm always having a hard time with deciding on what exactly I want in my party. Character generation is always... yeah, annoying is probably the wrong word, but... I'm having a hard time deciding often. But you know what, let's still go with the priest. Or should I? Hunter? Basically a bard? Very management intense, probably. Ah, come on, let's just go with a frontline fighter. That was a quick redecision, sorry for that. Once per encounter, better accuracy or knockdown? We'll take the accuracy. I want to be able to reliably take people down. Speed. Actually, take that down a bit and give more. That for the accuracy. Let's take one more into dexterity. The action speed is relatively nice. Okay, so from where did that character come? What kind of weapons do we want? Whoa, double spares. That sounds interesting. Let's take it from top. Basics, sword and board. Sword and saber. Yeah, bash people with mace. Bandit sword, or yeah, probably that or Nest Talk. Big as Pollax. Living Lands is Spear and Shield. You know what? Let's take someone that came from where we came. Those double spare rocks. So, what do you get for additional skills? Let's give you Laborer. Athletics and Mechanics. Sounds fine. I didn't like that picture there. That looks nice enough. She'll get a helmet then. Primary color. Okay, that's the sleeves. Let's go with bright red. The secondary color is what? In this case, let's go with silver, so it looks like chainmail. Head is okay. Hair is also okay. Continue.
I'm here. I've got this. Time to see and not be seen.
Yeah, let's take the feisty one. She's Rodra. Nice.
Yeah.
There we go, another party member. She's got a scale armor, just like us, I believe, yes. And yeah, double spares. Big. But for now, let's see, what do you have for sale? Maybe we can find a two-handed weapon. Sword in particular. Might be out of luck, yeah. He only has some basic stuff and what we sold her.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if there's something else going on in here. There's a barrel with some milk and grain. And in greatest RPG tradition, let's steal everything we can. Well, take, not steal. So, Tenfrith. Ah, it's you, my savior. He makes a sweeping gesture to indicate the kitchen around you. It's so good to be back. Do not think I will let this go unrewarded. I have decided that you have earned the right to learn one of my most closely guarded secrets, my dearest recipe. After this, you will need nothing else. So we get the savory pie recipe and also more positive stuff. A savory pie to keep you hale and hearty. May it serve you well in your travels. That's good. I think we could ask her for some work, right?
Hale and well met.
Oh no, that was us hiring help. But tell me more about the Black Hound. Really? Well, let me see. The actual building's been here for years, but the Black Hound's fairly new. We get a lot of new faces in here too. Fewer than we used to, I'll admit. 10th the brick draw. I'm sure we'll get the big crowds back in no time. I used to work the tables, actually, until the owner up and left. Nobody's sure what happened to him. He even left his poor hound behind. That's the name, see, the Black Hound? It's still sitting upstairs, pining after him. Poor old girl. Place ended up in my hands somehow, she laughs. My very own inn. A lot of hard work involved, but it's been worth it so far. Please sit where you like. Would you like a drink or a room? And so on. Basically the standard thing again. Okay, let's look down here. Orland's server. Can we talk to that guy? Eh, not really. The wrong card. And who are you then? Another fool come to answer Raedric's invitations? Our great lord has my sister run out of town after the boy was born. She was the only family I had left. Not sure where she is now. Blazes, I need another drink. Yeah, poor guy. And yeah, there's some more cool stuff. Take it. And let's quickly... Oh no, that's a lot to read. If you want, pause on YouTube and read it yourself. I may read it in between episodes, but for now, yeah. Not going to read out all of that. So, that should about do it for this episode. Next episode, we'll continue looking through the inn and probably outside. See if there's something else to do. And until then, I hope to see you again. Leave a comment, like, subscribe if you want. So, yeah, that's it for this episode. See ya!